Good afternoon. The SNP has officially launched its campaign for the Glasgow East by-election. They say they want to put pressure on the government over the rising cost of living. The Nationalists have also criticised Labour over its failure so far to select a candidate for the seat. Well, let's cross to our reporter, Tim Reid, who was at the launch. Tim.
Well, this is a bit of the Glasgow East constituency, not the normal seat, not normal kind of seat that the SNP would expect. They had even a remote possibility of winning, but the First Minister Alex Salmond came here today to launch their campaign in the community centre just behind me, and came with a bit of a spring in his step, not least because of Labour's difficulties over the weekend in actually managing to select a candidate, which so far they've failed to do. Mr Salmond says they will be focusing on Labour's disarray and also on Labour's record in power, which has left, he says, people in this constituency in a deprived part of Scotland. Says that's partly Labour's fault, and he says they will also be fighting fuel taxes, fuel poverty, something that he says Labour is not doing. Now, their candidate here, John Mason, says it might be a steep hill to climb, but he is confident they can do it.
Normally speaking, this is a safe Labour seat if it was a normal general election with competition all around the country. But by-elections are special, and we've shown that in the past. And there are special circumstances here. We have the first popular SNP government. We have an exceptionally unpopular Labour government in Westminster. We have Scottish Labour in turmoil with no leader, couldn't find a candidate for this area. So there are exceptional circumstances, and it's a challenge, but we're up for it.
So, Tim, the Tories and the SNP have launched their campaigns, but Labour's not quite ready to do so yet, are they?
No, it's been a very chaotic weekend for the Labour Party, not least because their favoured candidate, George Ryan, failed to turn up to the selection meeting on Friday night. He has decided he doesn't want the job. There were a couple of names bandied around over the weekend. Steven Purcell, the leader of Glasgow City Council, was one of them. But even that is not going to happen. There is a possibility Margaret Curran will be selected tonight at a meeting 9 o'clock tonight. So Labour may have a candidate then, but it has been a very difficult one for the Labour Party.
I think Labour's got a fantastic record in the East End of the city. The Labour government and this Labour council have stuck by the people of the East End. We're ambitious for the future of the East End of our city, and I think that the people will stick by Labour on the 24th of July.
So Steven Purcell there, who is not standing in this, but the Lib Dems are due to launch their the campaign tomorrow. Labour will possibly launch theirs as well if they actually manage to select a candidate later on tonight.
Tim, thanks very much indeed. Now, for a full list of all the candidates selected so far, log on to bbc.co.uk/Scotland News. Meanwhile, Liberal Democrat health spokesperson